guys ready to go? All right. Hey guys, it's Los Castro. Welcome. Welcome to the Lounge of Sound, and it is Friday, and we got a little bit of cool air. Let's see, it's 85 degrees. Okay, but it's definitely cooler. Hope you guys made it. Hope you guys are relaxing, and hope you guys are enjoying your Friday. Breathe deep. You made it. I don't know if you guys saw the title of this show. It's called Thanks Show Nuff, the Lounge of Sound. We are now at 500 subscribers, and I thought, hey, what a better day than today to thank you all for being our Sonic Safari co-founders. I mean, you guys all made this possible, right? I mean, I wouldn't be here on the Lounge of Sound, on YouTube, without your support, your willingness to come and join us, to chat with us, to go grab your drink and go grab your snack, and then just chill with me, you know, and we get to talk, we get to get deep, and we get to be happy, and so we don't just stay in one channel. We surf them waves. I mean, I know we call it a Sonic Safari, but come on, you kind of gotta mix your metaphors, right? Anyway, how are you guys doing? Talk to me on the chat. I had a few questions that we will definitely answer. Some of you all were really quick on the take to ask me questions because one person, what kicked this show off is somebody said, who's your special guest this week? And I was getting ready. And guess what, Shirley? Hi, how are you? And you're resting from a long day of Pioneer School, great school of a lifetime. Absolutely. I was there back in 1985. Wow, it's been a while for me. But hey, anyway, somebody asked me, who is your special guest? And I thought, what a great question. You're the special guest. You, Shirley, you, Kennedy Santos, you, Isela, you, Estelita Castro, all you people like Algenia, Ms. Texas, people like you that make this possible every week, week in, week out. Thank you so much for that. So the show is for you, because of you, and to you. As a round of applause, is my round of applause. So we have lots of special guests all the time, and because we are going through some conventions, the friends that I'm affiliated with have conventions during the summer, and because of that, we've got a few little scheduling conflicts, but that's okay. That's definitely forgivable because, I mean, it would be unforgivable for us to think that we are more important than all those other important things, right? Some things in life just cannot wait. Those things that build us up, that encourage us, faith, family, friends. In that order. Faith, family, friends. We cannot put one in front of the other. Hello, Lucretia Scott. We're talking about how it's important that we keep things in priority and perspective, right? music is a wonderful thing, but it's just a means of expression. That's all. It's not life itself. But in the meantime, we do enjoy music, don't we? So we check in every Friday here on the Lounge of Sound, and we play to each other and for each other. Today, I got a special submission because the show is to you and for you. That I looked out to my friends, my fellow founders, and I asked, hey, does anybody have anything to submit? And my trusty friend, Kennedy Santos, sent me, he wrote 4WDD60. I think it means four windows down, driving at 60. Am I right? Let me know if I said that right or wrong. I'm pretty sure I said that right. 4 windows down at 60. So, we're going to put our sunglasses on, and we're going to see and feel the ocean air breezing at us, and we're going to go on a drive, okay? Let me know if this sounds okay, guys. I'm going to try to play along with Kennedy Santos, 4 wheels down, driving at 60. Enjoy the ride. Liking it so far. First time I hear it, and you guys too. Hey. like that. Yeah. Not bad for a first time listen, huh? I mean, first time for me, first time for you guys. I mean, I kind of heard a little bit, but I remember telling Kennedy, nope, I want it to be just as much of a surprise for me as it is for them, right? So I'm glad you guys joined us. Hello, Cynthia Rainwater. Hello, Pamela Starks. Hello, Kennedy, there you were. All along. Good buddy. By the way, if you guys haven't seen Furia around for a while, that's because she's been really busy playing over at the Conquer Lounge. We've been playing there every Sunday from 6 to 8. If you're ever here in the Portland area in the Hawthorne district, please come and say hi. We love to play Furia live, and so we got to give the other girls a chance. Maybe later on we'll play Joy. I'm not sure if Pamela, when you said Joyce ? Were you talking meaning Joy, the guitar, or her, or your friend Joyce? Because sometimes Joyce Peters is out there, and I'm not sure that I've seen her. But anyway, yeah, today we've got Furia out. And somebody's been saying, how come you sound so different when you're live? Well, that's because I usually have my trusty Furia, the Strat, and I'm playing through an amplifier, and I'm mic'd up. But for this show, for YouTube, I'm generally going through a little processor. It just makes things so much easier, cleaner. I get to go through my trusty iPad, and I find tracks. That's generally how we do it. So in the meantime, let's see if I can find. I also go to Bandcamp, and I find tracks. Usually it's Elite backing tracks or Sebastian Zunino or somebody like that. And I find really terrific tracks. Or I also reach out to my good friends, like, for example, Kennedy Santos. And that's why I sound a little different today. Oh, Pamela Stark's just talking to Joyce. Okay, well, you know what's nice? I actually love the fact that you guys are talking amongst yourselves. You know, just as long as I don't hear you, class, okay? Just kidding. Just brought back memories of being in high school. And I remember the teacher saying, okay, Mr. Castro, we get it. You're pretty smart. You like to sit in the front, but you disrupt the class with all your questions, challenging me. Mr. Castro, would you like me to bring a couple of points down because of your little attitude? It's a true story. I remember once we had music appreciation class. I think you guys will appreciate this. The fact that I was in music appreciation and I got kicked out of music appreciation class. You want to hear my joke? All right, so we're listening to, I believe it was the Bach cantatas. And the music appreciation teacher was one of those kind of pedantic guys. Sorry, it's true. And so he's got the record, he's got the vinyl, and he's explaining to us how, he actually went to Austria and, and I was in Vienna when I was hearing this, and I was sipping white wine. It was just blah, blah, blah. And so he puts the record on, and all of a sudden it starts skipping. And I went, oh no, it's Baroque. Mr. Castro, step outside. And he kicked me out for that joke. You would think he'd appreciate the music appreciation joke. Oh well. C'est la vie. How are you guys doing? How are you guys, just checking in with you guys? Anything interesting happened to your week? Let us know in the chat. Let us know. In the meantime, I'm going to look up a couple of questions because some of you actually did send in some really wonderful questions. Of course, I always know that Algenia and Shirley are going to ask questions, right? And I did say, hey, if you guys have any questions, please send them in. So I'm going to start. I don't have my readers. Okay, I don't know if you received yet. I have two questions. One, do you plan to add the harmonica to your music? Yes. But you know what? I don't know that I have the time to learn right now. You guys remember just a couple of shows back, we had Clarence Lee Mitchell. And I'm calling you out to a fight, Mr. Mitchell. No, I'm just kidding. No, I did tell him that I was going to ask him when it's time to play some blues. That would you join me, Mr. Mitchell? You have a very authentic voice and authentic harmonica. So the answer to that is a yes. The problem with that is with all the things that we've got going on. I'm not sure when that's going to happen. And Shirley, you've got some other wonderful questions. We'll get back to those. I'm going to read some on the chat right now. Pamela says, do you ever get stage fright? Is that my question? Is get nervous, stage fright? You know what? That's a great question. Found it. You guys, you're here. I'm going to make a confession. I used to get sick to my stomach up until the last time was May 2nd. I was on the DJ project and I got very, very sick. And I turned a corner. I had a little bit of counseling. And, you know, I had a professional that I checked in with. And I have had some vocal lessons, as you guys know. And I did have some performance notes also. And so some friends did help me out with that. And another thing that I did is I started embracing all the quirks, all the craziness. So what I started doing is back in the day, I had an Android phone. And I'm not telling you how to embrace fear, but it helped me. I embraced the fear. I grabbed the Android phone and I would say voice recognition. I would say video record. And back in the day, this is 2 years ago or 3 years ago, Instagram would only allow you to record 30 seconds. And then later on it was 1 minute. And I would play a guitar solo and try to resolve it within those 30 seconds or 1 minute. And I would absolutely just send it out. And if I got responses, I kept it. And if I didn't get any responses, I didn't keep it. By going live without a net on Instagram, because it basically it is live, and you have your jury of your peers, and people start telling you, oh, you know, you'll get there someday. Little brief comments that are encouraging, but nonetheless, they kind of let you know where you're at. You know, keep trying or keep working at it. You're going to get there, or something like that. But eventually, some of my actual peers, professionals, started saying, "Oh, what's that tone, or which guitar is that?" and things like that. And so that helped me get over that hump. It's embracing the fear. So that's a very good question. Another question, Kennedy. That was very funny. Okay, I think you're going back to the joke about, oh no, it's Baroque. Did the class laugh before the teacher kicked you out? Yeah. What do you think? Of course they laughed, and they clapped when I left the room. I was actually kind of quiet, believe it or not. Back in high school, I was really shy, but I didn't have a problem speaking my mind, if you will. I'm not telling you, any of you founders, please do not buck authority. Please don't do that. Don't be a class clown. Okay. Great question. Sad face, hands up. I don't know what that means. Okay. And Julie, thanks for checking in. Let's see. Thought I would just check in. I too have been in Pioneer School one more day. Awesome. Great. Thanks for checking in. Yeah, I'm having fun too, guys. I'm glad you guys are. You know what? We'll go back to the questions. It's already 5:20, and we've got some music to go. This is a brand new track that I found. I like the title. It's called Smooth August. Let's give it a shot. I've never heard it, but it's called Smooth August, and I like the Elite backing tracks. I like them on Bandcamp. Check them out. Let's check it out, huh? This is the first time. Kennedy, let me know if I need to raise that volume, okay? Different, huh? It was called Smooth August, and you can find that on Bandcamp. Never heard it. I kind of felt like it. Like I never heard. Excuse me, folks. I'm gonna have to drink a little bit of water. It's getting a little hot here in the Lounge of Sound. Believe it or not. Yep. The lights. It's the lights. I mean it. I'm not joking. There's a lot of lights around me. Take it in. You guys have been a little quiet on the chat. What's going on with you guys? What's a motto for you? Speaking of mottos. All right, next question. Do you plan to do a live show in the Los Angeles area? Good question. I've been talking to Mr. Mike McQueen, so it's very possible. We don't know when. Been talking to Mr. Mike McQueen. We are talking about lounge Latin shows, and that's a good time to segue. We have a Latin show planned September 24th, is it? Is it Saturday? Zoomapalooza is the venue, the event. Zoomapalooza, Saturday, September 24th. And some of the folks that will be on Zoomapalooza, it is planned, we don't know when, to go to the Los Angeles area. Mike McQueen, he's the person to ask. Yes, I did hear that he puts on a good show, so we'll see. We'll see what transpires with that. Shirley, thanks. Great question again. And I lost my other question. And and the other, it's not a live show, but we are planning on doing another Zoom show with KMR. And KMR is going to put in October. We don't know exactly which weekend. There are three dates, and I have to check which is the date. But I'm letting my compatriots of the Latin show. So far, I believe it's Sal Flores and Lisa Maldonado and myself. I'm not sure if there's another person, but we would have that show for the Latin show. And then hopefully with Mr. McQueen, if that follows through, maybe we will play in your neck of the woods. Not sure who else is out there in the LA area. Elizabeth Thomas, hope you are okay. Music sounds good. Pamela Starks, my motto is simple life. I like that. Great answer. I said, what's a motto for you? What's a motto for you? Yeah, I like that. Simple life. Very good. Thanks, Joyce. Enjoying my work. Thanks. And Shirley, yes, anticipating it. I loved it. Good. I'm glad I answered your question. And I'm sure there was another question, but I'll find it. I can't read your writing. And I'm talking to myself because I wrote it down. So, all right. Well, in the meantime, let's look for another track, won't we? In the meantime, you have any other questions, the chat, don't forget, this is your show. So you can ask each other questions, you know, as far as taste, genres, what things you would like to hear. Are there any people you would like to send my way? Please make sure that they reach out to me at loscastromusic.com, or go to loscastromusic.com and fill out one of those applications, whatnot. Give me some kind of notification, send me an email through that, loscastromusic.com. And if you would like to participate on this show, or you know someone that you would like to come on the show. And furthermore, I'm issuing another challenge. Kennedy Santos reached out and made it happen. But if you would like your music showcased and you play background music, you would like me to play along to your track, and you want me to give a shout out, just like I do for Mr. Kennedy Santos, which, by the way, you can find Mr. Kennedy Santos on SoundCloud. Kennedy Santos Music. Find him on SoundCloud, and hopefully he'll be putting some of the tracks that you hear me playing along to, like Four Wheels Down, Driving 60. That's one of them. And the other I will be playing pretty shortly. Just watch, just wait. I will find it in the meantime. And there is another question. Kennedy, question, can you explain what you mean by the terms tension and release when it comes to music? Tension and release. Yes, thank you. I will keep drinking water. Yeah, intention and release. In music, we will play a major minor, you know. Here's a good example. You have a... You hear that? This is a major. Do, 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 do. That note right there. Resolve this. So, well, this is a little out of tune. Anyway, tension and release. Within a song, we will create a problem. We'll set up a problem at the beginning of the song, like "Thrill Is Gone." We'll do that, and so what it'll do, right? And you feel tense with that. You feel release right there. Does that make sense? So we resolve the chord or melodic movement. If we're playing a melody, I try to set up words that make sense to me. You know, like do you love me, baby? If I say something like that, there's got to be a response to that, right? So I try to do it within the song. If it's not in a chord like that. That last chord, you feel that? I was creating tension, and then I went tension. Again, we got a little bit of release. All right. Did that make sense? And do we need to follow that up? Algenia Blocker, who was your biggest mentor in the industry? I've had many mentors. One of them was Tony Ensley, way back in the day. I've had many, like I said, many mentors, and there's too many. I don't want to leave anybody out. But Tony Ensley taught me to listen carefully. He said, "You have big ears," and he said, "Believe it or not, I thought my hands were my biggest asset," and he said, "No." He said to keep listening, and he's the one that taught me. He would play something, he was. And I would have to find my way out of that. Like. And he would play, okay, here's the progression. I want you to give me 2 more chords to finish that sentence, right? Or we would do something like let me see if I can do this. Hang on a second. Oh, I don't have my looper. Let me see if I can do this in real time. Sorry, guys. This is live, and you guys are putting me to the test with your questions. Anyway, I feel that he was one of my biggest mentors because of that. Because he would have me do something like this. See what I mean? So he would give me just like a puzzle that I had to solve, and I had to find my way out of it. Doom, ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom. He would play the bass line, and I would have to connect the dots, if you will. Does that answer your question? So he was one of my biggest mentors. Okay, and Kennedy says, so your teacher created the tension, and you had to release with bringing it home. Yes, that's a good way to put it. He had me connect the dots. Here's finish this phrase. He'd play the chords, and I had to find my way home. Exactly. You are a good learner and follower. Thank you, Shirley. Another one of my peers, also taught me that to be a good teacher, you must be a good student, and that a good teacher is always going to be a good student. So, you know what? I changed my mind. Shirley, you're all my mentors. How's that? Listening to the audience, what the audience asks for, when the audience says that right there, or go, or play it, or sing it. When you guys are encouraging me at the right, it kind of gives me a direction. It kind of it steers me and lets me know in real time what you like or what you don't like, or what you prefer. When you all have your favorites of guitars, and after a while, I start hearing, okay, well, for looks, you guys like a certain guitar, and for sounds, you like a certain guitar, and you like a certain style. I play different genres. So the mentorship is also you letting us know what resonates with you. So mentorship is more than just teaching. It's also kind of giving you a kind of a template, something to follow, if you will. So by that end, you guys are my mentors in a way. So thanks a lot, Foundits. Anyway, I don't want to bore you. So how about we just watch, just wait. Hey, it started without me. I don't know what happened there, guys. Sorry. I'm right back. Here we go. Hey, if you like this and you think it's my music, it's your music, guys, because that was none other than Kennedy Santos. That's another track. Kennedy, I'm telling you, this is going to be a really nice thing to hear your tracks on SoundCloud someday. I don't know. Furia has a beautiful voice tonight. I agree, and you know why? Because I'm playing her through her home base, the amplifier that I've got going on. Oh, by the way, you guys helped me find a name. Callie. You guys named her Callie. Who was it that called her Callie? Oh, Lisa. I was saying that I was calling her Callie for because it's a Mesa Boogie California tweed, and I started calling her Callie, and then Lisa, our friend Luce, that she was on one of the shows recently on the Latin show, one of the Latin shows, and she said Calliope, I think was the name, and she had a name for it. A woman with a beautiful voice. I think that's what she said it means. Anyway, yeah. And so by playing her through the amplifier, she's got that. I should play Luna really quietly. Let's see. Let me see if I can bring up the lyrics. It's been a while. This is a song I wrote a while ago for my late wife. I had a dream, and it was in Spanish, believe it or not. And when I woke up, the whole song was complete. So, it's been a while. I hope I can find my lyrics. And it's been a while, so let's see if it comes out. answer your question. Do you have any favorite songs? And this is one. Luna, te conozco desde lejos. Si permites, yo me acerco. Tú me mandas y me mareas, pero sigue siendo. Contigo no hay motivo malo, algún amor, ni nada más genuino, sincero, no. Me has hecho ver claro, amor, que nada más queda amor. Algo quema en mí, aquietas mi dolor. Eres la niña de mi vida, pequeña luz, eres mi guía. Luna, yo te seguiré. Sin tu amor, yo no sé. Enough of feeling melancholy. Anyway, there's your answer. Do you have a favorite song? That's one of them. Definitely one of them. We have many, many favorites. As far as somebody says, do you have a favorite song to play that is not yours? That's a really good question. I might have to come back to it. One of my songs, or that is not mine. Um, I'm gonna say "Ain't No Sunshine" just because I love Bill Withers. And I love playing "Thrill Is Gone." I love playing that song too. Can you play the drums? Pamela, I thought you knew that answer. I think when you met me, I was playing cajon, which is a hand drum. I have not played a full set in 30 years. I did start on drums. Yeah, I started on drums. And then I moved over to congas, bongos, the cajon. So I do play drums and different hand drums. And then when I was in the studio with Sons of Malarkey, they were recording their album, and I picked up a guitar. Somebody, probably Dan Edgar, told me, "Hey, what are you doing playing the guitar?" And I thought, "Oh, I'm sorry." And he said, "No, I mean, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, why are you playing the drums when you should be playing guitar?" And that's long story short. Yeah. All right. Next question. I think I'm getting most of the questions done. Okay. This heartfelt version of Luna sounds really good tonight. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Dan was right. Oh, well, very, very nice. Thank you very much. I know I missed a question in the chat, guys. The chat is kind of moving along, and I'm one guy, so I'm going to try. In the meantime, what would you guys like to hear? I'm going to play another song. Would you guys like to hear? I already played a romantic song right now. Would you like to hear some smooth jazz, some blues, something funky? Let me know. Let's get some music going. I don't want to bore you guys with so many. Yeah, I'm answering questions, but don't forget, you guys get to ask each other questions. All right? I mean, you guys are the founders, right? Something funky. All right. Let's do that. Something funky. All right. Let's go. Let's go with this. Algenia, smooth Latin jazz, one of the old greats of Cuba. I don't know that that was Cuba. Did you want to hear some Cuban stuff? We can change gears, we can change guitars, we can do that. Algenia, you're always talking about Cuba. You do realize that Castro was not a nice guy. Oh boy, you know what? Let's shift gears. Let's shift gears. Let's see what does Ruby sound like? Whoops. What does Ruby sound like if I play her? We could try that. We could see what she sounds like if we play something Latin. Let's see. Talking about Cuba, let's go there. now we know. Ruby does not like my amplifier. But I'm glad that you like it, Shirley. I'm glad you... Ooh, that's a little loud. So sorry about that. It's time for Joy. Okay, we're going to have to switch gears, guys. We're going to have to keep moving her along. This is Joy. That's, because it's your show. We're trying everybody on for side. All the girls, they get jealous sometimes. I know you guys all laugh when I say that they get jealous. What happens is guitars are just like people. If they don't get used, they kind of suffer. Or kind of like a car. If you don't take it out for drive, your car is going to start going bad. The fluids need to move, lubricants need to work. You need to run your car so that the injectors get cleaned, the oil gets run through the chassis and whatnot. Same things with guitars. When they don't get played, they sound dead. The molecules, the atoms, everything has to move. That's just a fact of nature, guys. Kind of like friendship and love. If it doesn't get exercised, hey, it's not gonna happen, right? We have to nurture friendships. If you don't nurture friendships, out of sight, out of mind. People say that absence makes a heart grow fonder. I'm kind of thinking that it's more out of sight, out of mind. So, guys, I think it's important that we continue to nurture the community and your friendships. Algenia says, recent artist style of smooth Latin jazz, I started to like Gato Barbieri, Antonio Carlos Jobim. Recent artist style, or that you like? Because those are not recent artists. Thank you, Algenia. I appreciate that. But nonetheless, they are terrific artists. I listened to Gato Barbieri when I found out that Europa, he covers a version of Europa that Santana covers. Since we were kind of on the Latin kick, if you have no questions, should we do a little bit more of a slower song, a little more of a Latin type thing? What do you guys think? All right, here we go. I'm not seeing anything on the chat, so... You guys checking in. Lori says, thanks for mentioning that, Kennedy. We will check it out. Kennedy, what were you talking about? Caribbean jazz again? For Caribbean jazz swing, I have always enjoyed the band Manteca from Toronto. They may surprise you. Yes, and do not forget the preeminent, the foremost Cuban Latin jazz band is Iraquere, which is where the brothers came out of there. Paquito de Rivera and his brother. And also, remind me, trumpeter. Oh my gosh. Arturo Sandoval, one of the greatest trumpet players ever that was discovered by Dizzy Gillespie, and he defected from Cuba. Don't forget to check out Iraquere, please. Of course, everybody knows about Buena Vista Social Club, but there's many other bands. You have to check out Celia Cruz. If you like Cuban jazz, please check out Celia Cruz, Machito, Benny More. There's some beautiful music coming out of there. We love Selena, but come on, Selena. She was a nice dancer, but if you want to go to Latin jazz, you definitely have to check out those people that I just said. Incredible music coming out of there, incredible food. And one of my dreams, which was another question, Los, do you ever plan to travel in regards to music or about music? In regards to music or about music? Okay, anyway, yes, I plan to travel to Cuba to learn some Latin jazz, and I would like to go to learn some flamenco. Ruby wants to go visit her home, which is in Spain, obviously. And I would like to go to Puerto Rico and learn some bomba en plena there, and perhaps go learn some Andean music. I did go to Chile, and I did take a class in Santiago de Chile. That was a vocal class that I took, two classes. And I did learn some from a brother from Ecuador, a friend of mine. I learned some Andean music. So I do plan to travel to answer that question. I took my kids to see Buena Vista Club documentary at Kennedy School. Hey, there you go. How about a segue, Kennedy Santos? Kennedy School is one of the McMenamins. I don't know if they're around the country, but they're here in Portland. It's a brewery, and Kennedy School is part of that. And in the meantime, while you all chat, I'm going to check my tuning. She's really out of tune. Sorry about that. Oh, I didn't realize I was so out. I think it's the weather. Because generally, Joy behaves. I can hear her popping and hissing. I could tell that last song, she was way out of tune. I think it's between the air conditioning and the heating. And this is how we know we are live. Sorry about that. Okay. Joey and I are back with you. All right. Any other questions that we need to answer? Chat. Let's see. Coming back down. Trying to see. I don't know if so Zoom decided to log me out for some reason right while I was playing. So hopefully, Kennedy, do me a favor and let me know. Are we running okay with Kennedy School has real nice garden? Okay, I'm sorry, Kennedy. Can you let me know? Am I in time? Am I? I don't know if I'm trying to catch up to the chat, and I don't know if I'm behind or if we're okay. Kennedy's acting as my moderator today, by the way. Kennedy Santos, a very good Latin jazz / classical guitar player in his own right. And you have seen him here on the show so far. Everything looks good. Okay, clap your hands. I'm going to clap my hands. And I'm going to see if that helps. I don't know if you're telling me to clap my hands or everybody to clap their hands. Anyway, there is some kind of a delay. Yep, I think I see that. Um, okay, so if there are no more questions, then we can try to play something different, something that I've never played before. Hmm. Okay, here we go. an 18-minute track, so we're not going to play it all. Besides, the chat looks like it's got questions. Sorry about that, guys. My iPad fell down. So we are definitely live, and we're rife with some issues going on, technical issues, but that's okay. You guys are making this all possible, so we keep going. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I promise the channels are gonna, the shows are normally better than this. We've been having issues with Zoom and with YouTube and a couple of other updates, but that's okay. But you guys are making this all possible. To answer your questions, how many years professionally have you played? First time I got paid was 1985, so that's 37 years, I guess, something like that. I think we got paid pizza and $10. We were just kids. It was just my kid brother and me, and Danny was playing drums, I was playing guitar, and I think they paid us to play La Bamba at a wedding. To kick off the wedding or something like that, and then we played some oldies, Earth Angel and things like that. And there was another question: Algenia, how long did it take for you to realize that this was your passion? I don't think it took any time. To be honest, Algenia, I was painfully shy growing up. I know it's hard to believe, but I was painfully shy. My mom can tell you. But I noticed that I found my home in the guitar, and to this day, my late wife used to laugh at me because she was like, "You're like women with their pillow. Women like to sit with their pillow, and you sit with your guitar all the time." So even if I'm not plugged in here at home, I'll have a guitar. If I'm watching TV or I'm changing guitar strings or I'm on the phone, I usually have my guitar on my lap. So if that answers your question, I knew that music was my passion. Just feeling security, feeling the guitar in my hands, or singing in the car, or if I'm at the light and I've got the turn signal and I was keeping time even as a child. So hopefully that answers your question. And it's very nice that you are all saying hello to each other. Algenia saying, good to see you, Shirley, Pam, and Santos. Yeah, Kennedy. It's always nice to see you guys, and we enjoy having you guys here. Anyway, we don't have a whole lot of time left. Is there anything that you guys would like to hear, or any last questions? In the meantime, don't forget, you can always donate. The link is right there, and that just kind of helps us to keep going. Especially when we have artists here, let me know, and we can forward to the artists. We are in the business, and we are trying to continue to bring you the most encouraging, the most uplifting, and impressive artists as possible from around the nation. We will be showcasing all your favorite artists, so let us know who your favorite artists are. And Algenia, I agree. Thank you for your encouraging thoughts always. And Lori Wilson, also very insightful comments. Just know that I would like to continue to hear from you guys. If you guys have poetry or music that inspires you, send it over to me, or pictures that you feel this inspired me. Algenia always does it. The Flugs are always on here, and that's always encouraging. Shirley always has kind comments. Lori has forwarded me stories and things of the like. Anything that helps us keep going, right? To keep up with the positive attitude in these days, in the midst of COVID, gas prices, wars, you name it. It's always nice to check in with each other on Fridays and go on Sonic Safari. So please like and subscribe, and let's make a deal. Tell everyone you love. If you love the music, tell them. And if you hate the music, only tell people you hate. I know, that's a bad joke, but hey, even bad news is good news for me. So let's keep positive, guys. Let's not adorn ourselves with the negative. Let's continue to forge ahead. In the future, be looking out for correspondents from around the world. We have in Atlanta, I was going to say Dr. Dre, the maestro, and out of Canada, we've got Eriko Maia, and so we will be having shows that will showcase different parts of the world. And Algenius is in the world to continue design guitars? Huh? I don't know what you mean by that question. There's a question. In the world, will continue to design guitars. I'm sorry. Maybe if you clarified that. And I'm glad a New Earth enjoyed the show tonight. Thank you very much, Shirley. Yeah. If you have any last requests before we sign off, I'd love to hear it. Yeah, you guys are all talking to each other. That's good. You didn't understand that last question. So, how about I play something pretty and something to just sign off with? See you guys here next week on the Lounge of Sound. Welcome to the weekend. See you guys next Friday on the Lounge of Sound. Take care. Thanks for coming.